Your hunger for external validation is secretly draining your power. Here's the 30-day protocol to become internally referenced and unconcerned with opinions. That knot in your stomach when someone disapproves, the rush when you get a like, the constant editing of your words, your actions, your life to fit an invisible panel of judges. This is the approval addiction, and it is killing you softly. It is making you smaller, quieter, more predictable. It is trading your unique spark for universal acceptance. But approval is a currency that buys nothing of real value. Starting today, you begin a 30-day detox, a systematic dismantling of your need for external validation. This is not about becoming arrogant or cold. This is about becoming free to act from your own core, not from the fear of their eyes. Your power is waiting on the other side of their opinion. Let's begin the withdrawal. Chapter 1. The approval economy. You're trading your soul for likes. You are living in an approval economy. Your attention, your energy, your very identity have become commodities you exchange for validation. A like, a compliment, a positive review, these are the currency. And you are bankrupt. Because the economy is rigged. The market is fickle. The value of your currency fluctuates based on the mood of strangers, the whim of algorithms, the invisible standards of a crowd that doesn't know your name. Every time you post and check for reactions, you are taking a loan. You are borrowing a tiny hit of dopamine in exchange for a piece of your autonomy. Every time you soften your opinion to avoid conflict, you are making a payment. You are purchasing peace at the cost of your integrity. Every time you hesitate to pursue a dream because what will they think, you are declaring bankruptcy before you've even begun. You are living on borrowed esteem. This economy teaches you to outsource your self-worth. You no longer know if you're good enough, smart enough, successful enough until the external market, your boss, your followers, your family tells you so. You have given them the valuation rights to your own soul. And they are terrible, inconsistent, unfair appraisers. Their valuation changes with their own insecurities, their own bad days, their own limited perspectives. The first step of the detox is to recognize the transaction, to see the exchange in real time. When you feel that anxious pull to check a notification, you must pause and say, "This is a transaction. What am I trying to buy? And what am I willing to sell to get it?" Are you selling your quiet confidence for a moment of public recognition? Are you selling your unique voice for the comfort of fitting in? The approval economy thrives on your unawareness. From today, you become a conscious trader. And soon you will decide the market is a scam and you will walk away with your most valuable asset intact, your own unfiltered self. Chapter 2. The internal scoreboard. The only metric that doesn't lie. There are two scoreboards in life. The external scoreboard, filled with titles, likes, salaries, comments, praise, criticism, the noisy, public tally of how the world perceives you. And the internal scoreboard, a silent, private list. It has one column. Did I act in alignment with my values today? The addicted mind is glued to the external scoreboard. It refreshes it constantly, its mood swinging with every point gained or lost. This is a life of exquisite fragility. One critical comment can ruin your week. One missed promotion can shatter your identity. Because you have mistaken the scoreboard for the game. The scoreboard is just a reflection, often distorted, of a game played elsewhere. The real game is played on the internal field. The game of integrity, courage, and craftsmanship. Your 30-day detox mandates a radical shift. You must go blind to the external scoreboard and laser-focused on the internal one. Your only question at the end of each day is, did I do the work I know I needed to do? Did I speak my truth when it was hard? Did I treat myself and others with respect? Did I choose the harder right over the easier wrong? This is your metric. This is your measure. At first, this will feel disorienting. You will feel naked without the constant feedback of the external world. You will have withdrawals. That's the point. You are detoxing. But as you persist, something miraculous happens. A quiet, unshakable confidence begins to grow. It is the confidence of self-knowledge. You know what you stand for. You know what you did. Their opinion becomes data, not a verdict. Praise feels nice but unnecessary. Criticism stings but doesn't define you. You are playing a different game now, a game where you keep your own score. And in this game, you can never truly lose, because every day is an opportunity to live up to your own standards. The external noise fades. The internal signal becomes clear. This is the sound of your own power turning on. Chapter 3. The 30-day detox protocol, the 3 daily drills. This is not a philosophy. It is a practice. A daily drill. For the next 30 days, you will perform 3 non-negotiable exercises. They are designed to rewire your neural pathways from seeking external validation to cultivating internal reference. Drill 1. The morning declaration upon waking. Before you touch your phone, before you engage with the world, you look in the mirror and you state out loud, "My worth is not up for discussion today. It is a fact." You will feel ridiculous. Do it anyway. This statement installs the foundational axiom of your day. It is your psychological armor. Drill 2. The intentional discomfort. Once per day, you must deliberately do one small thing that risks mild disapproval or goes unnoticed. This is exposure therapy for your approval addiction. Examples: wear an outfit you love but think others might not get. State a minor opinion in a group without softening it. Work on your project without telling anyone about it. Do a good deed and tell no one. The goal is to act from internal desire, not external reward. Feel the anxiety. Let it be there. Do the thing anyway. This proves to your nervous system that you can survive and even thrive without the drug of approval. Drill 3. The evening audit. Before bed, you take out a notebook. You write down 2 things. First, external reactions I noticed myself caring about. E.g., felt happy when boss praised report. Felt annoyed when friend didn't text back. Just observe them. Don't judge. Second, internal alignment actions. E.g., finished the difficult task I'd been avoiding. Was honest about my time. Then, you circle the second list. You acknowledge that this list is where your true power resides. You are training your brain to assign value to the right things. These 3 drills: declaration, discomfort, audit done daily for 30 days, will create a seismic shift. You are not trying to become a robot who doesn't care. You are becoming a sovereign being who chooses what to care about. You are transferring the seat of judgment from outside your skull to inside it. Chapter 4. The art of the unshared victory. The most powerful validation is the validation you never speak of. The victory you earn in silence and keep to yourself. When you immediately share an accomplishment, you are often seeking to convert it into social capital. You are trading the pure gold of personal achievement for the paper money of public recognition. In that trade, something is lost. The integrity of the act is diluted by the desire for the reaction. The unshared victory is a sacred practice. It is completing a major milestone, finishing a manuscript, hitting a fitness goal, mastering a skill, overcoming a private farand, choosing not to announce it. You let it sit inside you. You savor the quiet knowledge. You allow the accomplishment to change you, not your social status. This practice does 2 profound things. First, it proves to you beyond any doubt that you are doing the work for its own sake. The reward is in the doing, not in the displaying. This severs the addictive link between action and applause. Second, it builds a deep reservoir of self-trust. You know what you are capable of, regardless of who else knows. This creates a confidence that is impervious to external conditions. Start small. Have a productive day? Don't post about it.
Read a great book?
Don't make a review. Finish a hard workout? Keep it between you and the weights. Practice letting your achievements nourish you directly, without the middleman of public opinion. As you build this muscle, you will find that your need for external validation shrinks. You are filled from within. Your unshared victories become the foundation of a fortress of self-esteem that no one can tear down, because they don't even know it's there. Chapter 5. Reprogramming your response to criticism. You fear disapproval because you have wired your brain to interpret criticism as an existential threat. Your amygdala lights up as if a tiger is in the room. The 30-day detox must include rewiring this response. Criticism is not an attack. It is data. Your new framework for any critique, from the constructive to the cruel, is a 3-step filter. Step 1. Decouple the message from the messenger. Is this person qualified in this area?
Do I respect them?
Are they coming from a place of good intent or their own insecurity? If the messenger is irrelevant or malicious, the data is likely noise. Discard it without personalizing it. Their criticism says more about their inner world than your worth. Step 2. Extract the signal from the noise. If the messenger has standing or the critique stings in a specific, recognizable way, ask, is there a kernel of truth here that can make me or my work better? One single, actionable point. That is the signal. The rest, the tone, the delivery, the personal jabsies noise.
Take the signal.
Discard the noise. Thank them internally for the signal, even if they delivered it poorly, and move on. Step 3. Reaffirm your sovereignty. After processing, you must consciously state to yourself, their opinion is one perspective. My self-assessment is the governing perspective. This final step closes the loop. It prevents the criticism from lingering and poisoning your self-concept. You took what was useful. You discarded what was not. The power of final judgment remains with you. This turns criticism from a threat into a tool. It drains its emotional charge. You stop fearing it because you have a protocol for handling it. You are no longer a passive recipient of judgment. You are an active analyst, sorting data with calm detachment. When you master this, you realize that most criticism is powerless unless you grant it power by fearing it. Stop granting the power. Chapter 6. The power of I don't need you to understand. A deep root of the approval need is the desire to be understood. You want people to get your choices, your dreams, your quirks. You explain, justify, and defend, hoping your explanation will win their validation. This is a trap. Needing to be understood is just another form of needing approval, dressed up in intellectual clothing. The most liberating phrase you can learn is, I don't need you to understand. You can say it politely, or you can simply think it. It is a declaration of emotional and intellectual independence. Your life's path, if it is truly yours, will be inexplicable to most people. They are mapping your journey onto their own limited grid of experience and values. It won't fit. Their confusion is not your problem to solve. Your job is not to make your life comprehensible to the committee. Your job is to live it. When you stop needing to be understood, you stop wasting energy on elaborate explanations. You stop feeling hurt when people don't see you. You become concise. This is what I'm doing. Full stop. No further defense. This projects a quiet, unassailable confidence. It communicates that your validation circle is closed. You are not seeking members. This applies to your family, your friends, your colleagues. You love them, but you do not need their comprehension to proceed. This is not arrogance. It is maturity. It is the understanding that the deepest parts of your journey are, by nature, solitary, and that is okay. The need to be understood keeps you small and explainable. Releasing it allows you to become vast, complex, and truly yourself. Chapter 7. Building your inner board of directors, you have fired the external committee. Now you must appoint your inner board of directors. This is a curated panel of voices you choose to influence you. Not the noisy crowd, but a handful of timeless guides. Your board has 5 seats. Your future self, the person you are becoming. What would they advise? This seat prioritizes long-term growth over short-term comfort. Your core values, your non-negotiable principles, e.g., integrity, courage, mastery. Does this choice align with them? This seat is the ethical compass. The mentor, real or abstract, a historical figure, author, or real-life person whose judgment you deeply respect. What would they do? This seat provides wisdom and perspective. The realist, the part of you that assesses facts, resources, and practical constraints. Is this feasible? This seat grounds you in reality. The child self, the part of you that knows pure joy and curiosity. Does this feel like play, exploration, and aliveness? This seat protects your spirit from soul-crushing grind. When facing a decision or seeking validation, you no longer look outward to the faceless crowd. You convene your inner board. You listen to their counsel. Then, you, as the CEO, make the final call. This process internalizes the guidance you use to seek externally. It is rigorous, nuanced, and wholly yours. Over time, this board becomes your primary counsel. The shouts of the external world grow faint. You have a better, wiser, more invested panel right inside you. You have stopped being a democracy where every passing opinion gets a vote. You have become a benevolent dictatorship, governed by your own chosen principles. Chapter 8. The confidence of the unapologetic know your need for approval makes you say yes when your soul screams no. You agree to tasks, events, and demands that drain you, distract you, and pull you off your path, all to avoid the momentary discomfort of disapproval. Every unnecessary yes is a betrayal of your time, your energy, and your priorities. It is a vote for their approval over your own mission. The detox requires you to build the muscle of the unapologetic no, not a defensive no. Not a guilty, over-explained no. A clean, clear, respectful no that needs no fortress of justification behind it. The formula is simple. Thank you for thinking of me. I'm unable to commit to that. Full stop. Do not elaborate. Do not provide a good enough reason that they can argue with. Your reason is your own. Your capacity is your own. You are not a public utility. When you deliver this no, you will feel a surge of anxiety. That is the addiction screaming for its fix.
Sit with it.
Let it pass. On the other side is a profound sense of power and self-respect. You have just defended your most precious resources, your focus and your time. You have communicated that your priorities are not negotiable. Every clean no is a deposit in your self-trust account. It tells your subconscious, I value my own agenda more than I fear your momentary disappointment. As this account grows rich, your need for approval plummets. You realize that most people respect clear boundaries more than they respect desperate people-pleasing. Your no becomes a signal of your self-worth, and that is far more impressive than any yes you ever gave out of fear. Chapter 9. The 30-day social media sabbatical, the final test. For the final 10 days of your 30-day detox, you will undergo the ultimate test, a complete social media sabbatical. No scrolling, no posting, no lurking. Delete the apps from your phone. This is not forever, but it is essential for the final rewiring. Social media is the approval needle in your arm. It is a direct, intravenous drip of validation and invalidation. It has trained your brain to seek hits of dopamine in the form of digital nods from strangers. You cannot detox while still using the drug. In this 10-day silence, several things will happen. First, you will experience intense withdrawal. Boredom.
FOMO.
The itch to check. This shows you the depth of the hook. Observe it with curiosity. Second, the mental noise will begin to clear. The constant background hum of comparison, am I doing as well as them, will fade. A quiet space will open up in your mind. In that space, your own thoughts will emerge. Your own desires. Your own creative impulses. You will remember what you wanted to do before you started performing your life for an audience. You will start projects for the joy of it. You will have conversations without thinking of how to phrase them for a caption. You will become present. This sabbatical is a factory reset. It breaks the compulsive cycle of post-react refresh. When you return, if you choose to, you will do so from a position of power. You will use the tool, it will not use you. You will post not for validation, but for contribution or connection. The sabbatical proves to you irrefutably that your worth and your life exist independently of the feed. That proof is permanent. Chapter 10. Living as an internal referent, the unshakable core, the detox is complete. The dependency is broken. You now live as an internal referent. This means your primary point of reference for decisions, worth, and direction comes from within. External information is considered, but it is no longer the compass. You are the compass. An internal referent moves through the world with a different energy. There is a calm steadiness. They are not easily swayed by trends or panic. They are not devastated by criticism nor inflated by praise. They are grounded in a deep, silent knowing of who they are and what they are about. This is not arrogance. Arrogance is insecurity dressed up as superiority. This is quiet assurance. It is the confidence of a tree, rooted deep, that doesn't tremble with every passing wind. Your work now is maintenance. You will feel old urges. You will want to check the scoreboard. When you do, you run your drills. You state your declaration. You perform your audit. You convene your inner board. The muscle is built, you must simply keep it strong. Remember, the world will constantly try to rehook you. It will dangle approval, prestige, and belonging in exchange for your conformity. See the offer for what it is, a trade that benefits them, not you. Your power, your creativity, your unique contribution to the world, these things can only come from the place within you that is unconcerned with their approval. You have killed the needy version of yourself. What remains is the builder, the creator, the sovereign. Go build your life. Not the life that will look good in the highlight reel, but the life that feels true in the quiet of your own heart. That is the only validation that has ever mattered. And now, it is the only one you need. Closing 60-second script. The committee is adjourned. The votes are irrelevant. The external scoreboard is shattered. For 30 days, you have practiced the radical art of self-reference. You have sat in discomfort. You have celebrated silent victories. You have said no to reclaim your yes. You have proven you can live without the drug. Now, walk forward from this day, not as someone who doesn't care, but as someone who cares about the right things. Your integrity, your growth, your craft, your peace. Let opinions be the weather they pass. Let your internal compass be the geography it is permanent. You are no longer a seeker of approval. You are a source of your own power. The detox is over. The real life begins. Now, go live it unapologetically, invisibly, magnificently yours.